Beat Up Radio Saturday night. It's the first weekend ever. And what better way than two guys that I've been through so many shenanigans with over the years, Preston and Kristen LOCASH joining us on Facebook. First things first, guys, happy 4th of July.
Oh, same to you, bro.
Man. It's weird not being able to go party, you know?
It's crazy stuff right now. I mean, we're trying to stay, safe, but at the same time, sane. So it's like, it's kind of crazy. I mean, we got a couple people coming over. I mean, we're keeping it respectful, obviously, but it's one of those things, man. We just got to stay, like Preston says every day, remind me, it's like, you just see there's going to be an end to it. It's going to stop. It's going to go away. You just don't know when, but we just got to keep smiling and keep it up, man.
Preston, how many songs between the two of you, how many have you written between, the time COVID and everything started to today? Have you guys written a ton?
Man, we've probably written about, I don't know, probably 15 or 20. I mean, a couple a week we get on Zoom, and it's given us a chance to actually write. The other day we wrote with a guy in the UK, and then like 2 days later we were writing with somebody in Australia, and then a couple days after that we were writing with somebody in Florida, which is Chris, and somebody in LA at the same time. So it's like the whole world is, I mean, I hate to say it, but it's like one big country song. I mean, everybody's just
is.
And we're all doing the same.
Anyway, I like that segue into the song right there. It's perfect.
It was a little cheesy, but it's real,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just happening. It's wild.
How crazy. We're used to hanging out at shows and everything, and now everybody's, on Zoom, or we're using StreamYard for today's podcast. And it's crazy that, the in-person get-togethers are few and far between. I mean, we'll obviously someday get to them, but hopefully sooner than later, because I'm starting to go crazy.
Hey, FYI, I know we're live right now and stuff, but I just want you to know it's not me peeing. It's a waterfall.
Couldn't even hear it. You're safe, though. You're good.
If you hear water in the background, I'm not peeing.
You hear something over here, I am peeing. Because yard every day. My wife gets mad at me. She's like, you get arrested for that. And I was like, if it's my yard, I think I can pee in my yard.
Right.
I think
Hey, desperate times, desperate measures, bro.
Yeah. I mean, look, you guys are on the road 5 nights a week, in the peak of it, sometimes more. What's been something that you've learned being around your spouses, like for longer periods of time than you normally are? What have you learned about each other? She hates you.
I think that, we learned a lot about each other. I mean, we've always known we love each other, but I think, it's brought us really close. I mean, I'm helping her parent a lot more, being home with that helps a ton. There's times where she's like, are you going to do a show yet? Are you guys ready to go out? I understand what she's hinting at, but, she's a good woman, and, we get along really well. And it's gotten to a point, like, I've learned how to swim really good and play guitar very well.
I kind of feel like I'm messing up all the parenting. Like we had it down, like I would come in for a few days and like do my thing, and then I would leave, and then she would be like the primary parent. And now I'm kind of throwing everybody for a loop, because now I'm trying to get involved, and it's like, that's just not how this house operated for like 4 or 5 years.
Right.
Like things are just different. And it does take some, adapting to the situation a little bit. And they're definitely ready for bus wheels turning back out on the road. That's what we know.
Oh, yeah. That's what everyone's saying, is like, I got to get back on the road. Like, I can't wait to get back playing shows and everything. And that's weird, when you do have that routine of working, and you were the cool dad. You showed up like, for a few days. Oh, we're going to have fun. Dad's in town. We don't have to do anything.
Dad's here.
It's like bedlam when Preston rolls into town for a few days, and then back to business.
Uncle Dad is home for a couple days. Yeah. Like Uncle Dad.
Are you still the cool dad? Are you still Uncle Dad is home for the
I don't know if I'm the cool dad anymore. Well, once you said, you got to do a little discipline when you're home, over a long period of time. And then all of a sudden you're not so fun anymore, because you're laying down the law a bit. But, they're 4 and 2 over at my house. So we're in the little years. I mean, we're just learning how to share toys right now. If we can do that in a day, it's a huge success.
Real talk, man. How long has it been since you had your haircut? This thing's getting long.
I just this morning I was like, I better take some off the top here. So, but we got somebody that said if I let it grow 10 inches, they'll donate a bunch of money to a charity. And so I was like, maybe I'll let it and then cut it. You know, so I don't even know.
It looked like for a second you were president of the DJ Silver fan club, man. Because remember when he had that whole whole long thing way back in the day? Not so much he's cleaned it up, but I remember he had just everything. He had a mane. Silver had a mane.
I know. It's kind of easier to manage than you think. You wake up and it's going crazy and you're like, man, I better do some of this. And then you run to the mailman and he's like, dude, your hair looks awesome. And I'm like, man, not do it yet. You know, so kind of cool to just
really tall right now. It's real tall right now.
What's going to be, I want to let you guys get back to your 4th of July stuff, you know, coming up, get back to the 4th of July weekend here, but what is going to be the first thing y'all do? And you can't say play a show because that's a given. But the first thing you do when you get back to social norms and not this social distancing stuff that we got to deal with because of COVID-19. But what is going to be the first thing that you guys do, you know, socially when you can, when things open back up fully?
Man, that's a great question. I mean, I know going back and playing, like you said, but to be with the dudes on the bus and just have one big party and literally just, I'm going to bring the best bourbon we've got. And, you know, with the album, with the song we got, we really need to celebrate it, you know, and just go with the boys and say, I miss you, hug it out, drink some bourbon and party with them. I'm
praying that the first thing we do is have a #1 party.
Oh, yeah, that's coming up quick, man. Another few weeks. That thing, I mean, the One Big Country song, it's like, it took a minute to gain steam, but then it's just like that. This is the perfect time to hear a song like that, you know?
Yeah. I'm hoping we finish.
First thing I'm gonna do is get a tan because I look like a ghost on this screen, man. It's all.
Well, you've been across the congratulations, man. I mean, this is a big deal. Everybody talking about you right now, and
thank you.
And this is huge. So congrats to you and your wifey, and it's awesome.
Yeah, we go back 10 years, man. We know each other a long time. So it's here's to the next chapter of both of our success, man.
A couple nights ago, we were in Denver doing shots at that bar after the basketball game. And
dude,
who would have thought all this would be like this now, you know?
I know. That was in January. Yeah, in January, you guys did halftime at a Denver Nuggets game when I was in Denver. Crazy.
Yeah.
Now it's unreal. Unreal. Well, guys, stay safe and healthy and take care of the family. Always good to see you. And Chris, I want to come cannonball in your pool.
Come on, let's go. I'll get that tan, man.
LOCASH on the Facebook. It's Beat Up Radio Saturday night. Thanks, guys.
Miss you, brother.
Love you.